Why don't we do this? Why don't we start with the Marley?
Yeah, man.
Start with the Marley, if you don't mind, and then we will figure something else a little bit. So just to make sure you know where we're at, Mad Professor's live on the air with me right now. He's in town for a whole week, but he's already done TJ. He did the Sports Arena. He's doing World Beat Center tomorrow as the full-on dub setup, which you're hearing on the radio right now. So if you're into this, World Beat Center tomorrow is the place to be. And go ahead. It's FM 94.9. I gotta ask you. It's FM 94.9. Mad Professor is live on the radio, basically remixing stuff live, doing this crazy thing here. It's just hard to describe unless you've kind of seen what a mixing board looks like. But when you get these tracks in their in their virgin state, if you will. Do you listen to these things all the way through individually, like that? It's like a 4 or 5 minute song. Do you listen to it like just to hear the bass track, see how it sounds, and then listen to the vocal track, see where you can punch things in and out, or is it something where it's a feel to it?
Well, that's a track that I knew from 1974.
Right, but you haven't. Nobody's heard the pieces the way you have.
No, but you get familiar with it. I mean, you know what it is, and when we deal with it, we handle it a certain way.
Are there pieces that are not on the your cell phone's going off? Are there pieces on there that aren't in the mixes?
Yeah, loads,
and the mixes that so there's pieces on there that is there anything on there you can show? Is there a way you can fast forward and show me parts that weren't in the real mix that we actually heard?
Well, like some of the vocal. I mean, I could, but it'd probably be a bit fiddly to get to. Well, but like bits of Bob vocals at the end there. That wasn't used in the record, and some of the backing vocals were not used, So
it's amazing.
Bits,
now,
I mean, that happens with most records,
Right.
Because a lot of times you make a record, you probably have like saxophones that you suddenly decide that you're not going to use because it clashes.
Right.
And that's been a great thing about multi-tracks, that you give yourself the option to decide at a later stage whether you want it or not, Or you might have an idea.
So you probably are the only person who really has an insight into how the Wailers did some of the stuff back in the day.
Well, I'm not the only one. I guess the guys who worked on it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that I've met, I should say.
Yeah.
that I've met.
Yeah,
I haven't had a chance to.
Well, again, it doesn't interest some people. Some people, it's just another job.
If you're a Marley fan, being able to hear him breathing, in between takes,
it's great. Of course,
it must be a very trippy.
Exciting, of course, man.
And hear the bleed through his headphones, when he's cutting those tracks.
Yeah, well, I think it's probably the way forward in the record business, because the record business needs some new exciting.
I agree with you there.
To kind of stimulate thought and provoke action and
completely
stimulate
agree
sales,
So, Matt Professor's here. He's playing tomorrow night at the World Beat Center. He'll be doing this kind of stuff in a live environment, so you can come down, dance, have some fun.
Yeah, man.
And let me do one more quick break here, because we're going to do Marvin Gaye's album, What's Going On, in its entirety. We're playing this thing in its entirety starting at 8 o'clock tonight.
Great. Okay.
And I know you said you have Marvin Gaye?
Yeah, we might just manage to find.
All right, let me play some commercials first, get these out of the way, and come back. Matt Professor in the studio. It is FM 94.9.